Now that we've had a couple of regionals with the new post-rotation format, I decided it would be a good time to take a look at some meta decks and how they've kind of evolved into this new format. The first of those decks is going to be Dragapult EX. Now, you may be tired of seeing Dragapult everywhere you go, but honestly, it's just such a good deck and it's really, really fun to play, and I've kind of crafted a list here that has a little bit of everything from all the different lists that have been emerging over the past few regionals. This is the list on screen that we're going to be playing today. This is kind of like my main list that I'm playing for Dragapult, pretty inspired by Andrew Hendrick's second place Atlanta list, but I have a couple of different elements in here to kind of, I think, make this a very well-rounded list. Now, I'm going to spend some time going over it right now. Everything's pretty standard, but something that you might notice that some lists play, some lists don't, is the Munkidori. The Munkidori is a really good card in the mirror, and just in other matchups like Gardevoir that are using Munkidori to help set stuff up for them, you can use your own Munkidori to get rid of some of that damage in the right situation. Bloodmoon Ursaluna, oh my gosh, is a very key part of this deck. I think you need it to win Raging Bolt. You need it to basically... It's the only way that you're going to be beating Joltik Box, and it's just a very well-rounded card overall here, so I really have been liking it. Something else you might notice, we're playing 2/2/2 energy line with the 2 luminous energy, and I do think that the luminous energy is better than just playing like a dark energy or something, just to offer that greater flexibility when you're drawing through your deck. Luxurious Cape allows you to be protected against TM Devo. That is something I can't drill in your head enough. This is a TM Devo protection card. It really isn't a Budew War winning card. It can be, but that's not really the primary purpose. I've been seeing a lot of Froslass on the ladder right now, and just a lot of decks running Devo in general. So having that Luxurious Cape on your active Dragapult that's attacking and stopping your opponent from Devoing your entire board to win is a very strong option to have. So without any further ado, I'm not going to yap any longer. We're going to hop into some games. We're going to get real analytical and get some dubs with Dragapult EX. Hopping into another game here. Our opponent's calling the flip. And while we're doing all this and setting up, be sure to head on over to HitmonChallenge.com, check out a playmat, some prize packs, some singles. Every purchase helps me out on the channel. Check out PTCG Store for all your codes. Check out Pokemon.gg for your collection. Check out Endgame sleeves for your physical cards. All of these are going to be code Hitmon on the respective websites, link in the description. And last and not least, check out Card Trader. You can use code Hitmon5, get 5% off, and get yourself a bunch of really cool cards from all over the world. So be sure to do all that. Now we are hopping into the game here. Our opponent decided to go second, which means we're going first, and we might not get a Dreepy down. But that's okay. But you know what? That's okay. They're leading a Munkidori. This could be we get an energy too. That's kind of tragic. Honestly, we can't do anything. We just gotta pass. That's fine. Sometimes that happens. But yeah, they're leading with the Munkidori. Could be playing against Gardevoir. That seems like it would be the case. And there's a town store. This could be interesting. It could be something a little bit different. Or, like I was saying, could just be Gardevoir built a little differently. This town store can actually get us our Luxurious Cape. So if this is a Gardevoir matchup, that's going to be really good. Luxurious Cape, I think, is kind of really goated. Oh, they're just going to Iono us. Okay. That's fine with me. Luxurious Cape is pretty goated, I would say. We got a really solid hand. Now, this would have been great if we were going first. Or when we had this hand going first. But they're going to attach to the Munkidori. Town store, see what they're going to get. Turbo Energize. I guess this is a Blissey deck then. Yeah, there's Cornerstone. That's fine. We could have potentially won if we top decked Rare Candy, which is really funny though. So just good to keep that in mind. They're getting a research. Okay, so we know they have research now off of the TM Evo. No need to Cornerstone or to Luxurious Cape our Budew. That's going to be fine. We know they got the research going on. We have Boss. We can Boss this Cornerstone, but I don't think that's... We deny them 10 monkey damage. But, you know, it's not the end of the world. We'll see. Let's get the Dreepies down and going. Bench a Duskull. Attach a Fire. All standard stuff. Let's Town Store. And we can Town Store... If we get the Lux Cape, I'm tempted to protect our benched Dreepy here. But we know they got research, so I'm guessing they won't have energy boss. I don't know really how this list plays, but let's get the rescue board. No, let's get the Luxcape. I changed my mind. We'll get the Luxcape. We'll Jacq here. We have 1 Drakloak. We'll get 2 Drakloak and a Dusclops. Then let's itch. Let's itch away. Because I can definitely see them going just monkey the damage off, attach to Cornerstone, research, and try and turbo energize a second time. I can see that happening as well. It is Blissey. Okay, I did figure that it was Blissey, based off of that turbo energize to the Cornerstone. Now, the difficult thing about this matchup is this deck is built to beat Dragapult. However, our own Munkidori can be really good in just pushing that damage back onto them. They got the rescue board, which is pretty solid. Now here is the Cornerstone. They're going to just start swinging with that itchy pollen. And again, I would not be surprised if they had a, what's it called? Would not be surprised. I don't know where I was going with that, but that's fine. Let's lead a Duskull here. Now, we're going to need to make some magic happen for sure. Let's Town Store, thin out that rescue board. We can use it as a pivot on this Duskull if my master plan doesn't work out. But for starters, let's go into this Drakloak. If we can find Rare Candy here. Get Arven. So we technically have Rare Candy, but we don't have the other energy. Let's definitely get the Arven. Now let's go for another Drakloak. What I'm thinking of doing is if we can get... Okay, we get Dragapult, we get Vessel. Vessel might just be better. Yeah, Vessel's just better right now. Let's do this. Get these energies out of the deck. I'll attach, and I'm going to Luxcape this Drakloak. Luxcape Drakloak. Let's Arven. Now is a prime time to stamp. I'll attach this to the Duskull. Because it's possible, we'll leave this Ultra Ball. It's possible we get Rare Candy Ultra Ball off the stamp. Then, if we can do that, I want to get rid of this monkey ASAP. See, we're kind of close. We got the Dusknoir. We did get Fez. Let's see. Maybe we can get the candy just off of pure luck. We didn't, but that's fine. Now, don't want to do Hawlucha just yet. I also don't want to get rid of the Duskull here. They're doing 140. That's going to be 150. I don't want to give them this Drakloak. Honestly, I don't mind giving them Fez at this point. I can give him Fez. Or I could have gone for a Budew, but I don't want to give him 20 damage to monkey off. That's fine. This is a pass here. Because now next turn, we can boss the monkey. Trying to think how we can do this. Next turn, if they have no basics here, which, you know, my luck, they're going to have research in hand, obviously, because why wouldn't you? But if they... Okay, here's a Turbo Energize. If they don't have any other basics here, my game plan is to... Okay, they're attaching to the monkey. They got Boss. Bossing the Dusclops is a bit challenging for us now. Okay, now with this in mind, I still have my plan, because I do think I saw the candy in deck. Let's leave the Duskull. Basically, what I want to do is... There's a Dragapult. We can get rid of these Drakloaks. I want to bring up the monkey, Hawlucha, Dusknoir the monkey, and then swing into this Ogre Pawn. And that will just win us the game. Because we have counter catcher access. So let's see what we can do. Let's see how we can make that happen. Let's get rid of these Drakloaks. We're really just going to go all in on this play right now. The Munkidori. The Munkidori could actually be good for this plan as well. So let's grab it. Because we can use Munkidori to put the 10 from this Drakloak onto the Ogre Pawn, swing, and then we can Dusknoir the Munkidori. So that can work as well. But we're going to start out with a flip the script. Counter catcher's decent. If we find Arven / Rare Candy, we will win here. Fire Energy. Not quite what we need. We could get Iono, but that's not really important. Let's get the Fire. Let's Recon again. We don't quite get there. Don't quite get there. But we still have a shot with this Munkidori. So let's get the Ultra Ball. We still have a shot with this Munkidori now. We'll go on Drakloak. Because all we need to do is find a Luminous Energy here. And I don't want to shuffle because I've already thinned a lot. Let's put the Monkey here. Stretcher for Dusclops. We Dusclops the Munkidori, right? Then all we need to find is Luminous to win. Because like I said, I'm playing to win. I'm not playing to not lose, you know? I'm playing to win here. We give him that prize. We research for 7. If we find a Luminous, it's just plain old GG's. But let's see let's see what happens. Let's research. No Luminous. No Luminous. Again, it's not the end of the world. I'm being a little overdramatic. It's not the end of the world here. It just would have been really cool to win on the spot, you know? But let's Phantom Dive. Do our thing. Yeah. In any case, if we just get Luminous, we win still. But they're at 3 remaining. We only took out 1 Pokemon. If they get a Chansey here, the good thing is they had no Chanseys in play. See, now them getting the Monkey makes it a bit more difficult, but we still have Counter Catcher access. So now because we have Counter Catcher, we just win. If they just demolish here, yeah, they get demolished. There is an Energize, there's a Research. Okay, so there is a chance. We still have a game. I was really hoping we would just win there. We had the pieces. We had the pieces we needed in order to do so. They got Chanseys, they got Monkeys, okay. They got a lot of Pokemon down now. So we're going to need to be better. This Cornerstone is free prize cards, which is something I do really like. That EXP share is going to be a pain for us. But we'll see what happens. I am thinking there's another EXP share. Double EXP share is bad. But I am thinking I will Counter Catcher up the Munkidori. I'll use my own Munkidori. And then we'll KO this Ogerpon and a Munkidori for 3. Oh, they're energizing. Okay, the Energize is interesting. Now let's... I kind of want to Iono. But let's go for our own Stretcher. We'll get the Duskull. We've played 1 Stretcher already. Let's go Stretcher. I'm thinking getting rid of a Chansey is probably our best bet here. If we get rid of a Chansey with the EXP share, right, we can stop them from moving the energy around 1 time, preventing the attack even more. Now we've gotten rid of 2 Drakloak. No need to put this one down. Let's Recon. Nothing. I think going for an Iono here is fine. I don't mind it. So let's hit this Iono. We should hit a Luminous. We should hit a Luminous at this point. We do. Okay. The Luminous is goated. Because now we can Luminous. We can prep the... prep that Ogerpon. Easy peasy. What would have been great... Which, it is great, actually. We have Hawlucha, right? No, we got rid of Hawlucha with the Research. It would have been great if we could have Hawlucha'd that Cornerstone. But this is fine. This is still a great spot to be in. Let's put everything on the Cornerstone. Now you might be thinking, you can move this damage around. Why are you putting it all on the Cornerstone? Well, see those 2 Munkidoris they got right there? They're useless. If we move that damage around, they would be able to double Munkidori, knock out our Duskull. That would have been bad. But now, our Duskull is virtually safe, because they have no way to move around Munkidori. They have no way to KO it unless they use a boss. If they use a boss, they're at 2 prizes. Then, you know, our Fez is still a liability, but it's still not bad. they need to find a Blissey here. If they don't find a Blissey, then they're kind of cooked. Here comes a Pokegear. That Pokegear is going to get them an Arven. Okay, the Arven can get Ultra Ball if they're playing any copies. I don't know if this list does. I think so. I think it plays 4, actually. That Town Store coming through. Could get them another EXP share or nothing at all. They could play this Arven. Oh, they have another Pokegear. Okay. There's an Iono. The Iono might be better for them. I don't quite know. But you definitely attach to this Chansey and see what happens. But yes, this is the thing. If they don't evolve, or we should have, they got the Arven. What's the Arven for? Do they play Stamp? Stretcher? Oh, they have Blissey in the discard. Okay. Okay. So, let's check our discard. We've only played 1 boss. There's a Blissey there. And return will refill their hand, so that's not the end of the world for them. They happy switch, no damage to move. Basically, if we Dusclops, yeah, so they're hitting us for 180. Big boy numbers right there. If they hit us with the... Oh, we just have boss. We just win. That's sweet. Alright. Let's Dusclops. Put it on the monkey. They can take their 1 prize at a pity. And this is a deck that's built to beat Dragapult. Literally just adding in Munkidori stops... I mean, it actually didn't really matter too much, but it made our Dragapult a little more tanky. There we go. Easy peasy. Good game. Like, it's insane. This deck is actually just so strong. I can't understate it. This deck is just ridiculous. There you go. You see these monkeys go? See these 2 prize cards automatically get taken thanks PTCGL? That's just a huge old victory. Tails never fails. You know the drill. Flip a coin and it's heads. And I'm really sad. But that's okay. It could be worse. It could be so much worse. Actually, in this scenario, in this specific scenario, it couldn't be worse. But you know what I mean. We're going to move forward. We're going to go ahead and begin the match going first here. Going first is not bad with this hand specifically. So lead the Duskull. We'll drop the Dreepy. We're going first. It doesn't matter. We can Buddy-Buddy, prep the Dreepy, and go from there. There's a Budew. I actually don't mind with this Buddy-Buddy in hand. I really don't. And an Ultra Ball. Dang. Let's Dreepy and Budew here. Getting Duskull could be solid. Dreepy and Budew, I think, is the best. I just don't know what exactly we're up against. So, I'll attach here. I almost don't want to use this Ultra Ball just because these cards are so good in our hand. But I think it's the best idea to use it and just get your cloak preemptively. We could potentially signal to our opponent that our hand is bad. And we'll see how that goes. I'm not sure how it's going to go. Depends what they're playing. Gravity Stone, Arven. I have a high confidence that this is Froslass. We'll see if I'm right. But I do think that this is Froslass. Now, again, conscious choice to lead the Duskull when I don't know what I play against. If it is some sort of retreat lock thing, there, see? Boom, Froslass. If it is some sort of retreat lock thing, I can just evolve it, KO it, and then we're good to go. They went for the Arven play there. Itchy Pollen. That's fine. I would like to be able to potentially just get rid of this Budew here. The game is actually listening to me today. This is insane. I actually can't believe that. Because now we can get rid of the Budew, and then we get our own Arven. That's not bad. Get rid of the Budew. We can use our own Budew. We'll be on even prizes, nothing to be worried about. And then we're good to go. Let's get this Dragapult. We can potentially win the game next turn because of that Dusclops top deck, which is really good. Let's Arven as well. Arven can nab us Lux Cape. They're not going to have Counter Catcher. Can nab us Lux Cape and Vessel in the event that they can't get something else going. We have the Fire Energy, but we have attached Fire, so we should actually be grabbing the Stretcher. That's why Luminous isn't actually, like, it doesn't matter too much in in the grand scheme of this deck, like, there's no reason really not to play it, because your Vessel, more often than not, is going to have enough energy to pick from, and then if not, you just play Stretcher, get the next one. And now we can get this here. Maybe it's an energy, it's a Drakloak. That's fine. You can lead your Snorunt, and I will begin to itch. Or you will begin to itch. I've been itching, but you'll begin to itch. You know what I mean. We got them drawing for turn, attaching to the Snorunt, double rescue board. I have a feeling we're gonna get Iono'd here. So maybe I'm just orchestrating this game. You ever think of that? Like, maybe I'm just telling this game how it's got to be played. They got a Monkey. Monkey doesn't matter too much. They got a Maractus. That could matter if we didn't have Switch in our hand. They could just pass here. That's not bad. We got Jacq. Jacq's also great. The Vessel is not quite what I wanted, but I do want to Recon first. Recon, get Monkey. Monkey's not bad. Let's get the Monkey. I don't mind hitting into this Maractus, to be honest with you. We get Dragapult and we get Stretcher. Definitely got to be a Stretcher angle, because we can just Ultra Ball. Didn't corner us, so really no reason to move away. But low-key, getting Jacq here was really good, because we get this guy and this guy. We should have another Duskull. That's what I meant. Not Dreepy. Yeah, we do this. Get the energy. We evolve. We do our thing. We save the Switch because we're smart. Get rid of this Iono and get rid of this Vessel. Get our other Duskull. It's easy peasy. It's easy peasy. We go here. We don't drop the Monkey. They don't know we have it. Again, that's important to note here. We get rid of this Maractus. We're going to take 8. I don't really care. They could potentially Devo us. That would be a bit annoying. But I think piling everything onto the Snorunt, again, leaving them with zero. They can't do anything with Monkey Madness. They can't have any Monkey Madness right now. So that's why we're doing it that way. Because then next turn, we just go for a boss on the Munkidori and we win if they don't have anything else. Leading the Snorunt is good. And that's the thing here. Yeah, you can start preparing your Munkidori, or I can just Dusclops, KO it, and then move on with my life, right? That's kind of the beneficial aspect that we got going on right here. There's a counter catcher. Good thing we saved that Switch. Another prime reason I'm keeping Switch in the list and not playing Turo. I really did debate changing it for Turo, but being able to, off of an item, switch out something like Bloodmoon, or especially in this case, like in this case it doesn't matter because we can just attach Retreat, and this is the best Pokemon for them to have counter catchered. Now they're gonna Budew. We don't have access to the Switch, but you know what I mean. It's just beneficial in that way. And now I don't think there's a world in which we win this turn anymore after this Itchy Pollen, but there could be. And we do have Iono, which I half want to use, half don't want to use. The Dreepy's actually good to get because I will be putting that down. And let's Recon, because maybe we get Research. We don't, but we get Lux Cape and Fire. Fire for sure. I'm down to go for the Fire Energy and then Evolve and then Iono here. Yeah, they're just going to scoop. I think because we could just win after if we found Dusclops off of the Iono. Boom. Another dub from Dragapult. Like, this deck is too good. Even without Energy Acceleration. It's just too good. So what do you think of my Dragapult EX list? I'm a really big fan of this list. I think it flows really nicely. It's working really well. I don't really have any changes that I would make to it in terms of the actual list itself. I've just really been enjoying playing this list. And I think that it's, I don't want to say perfect, but it's really good. Now, I will actually, I'll kind of say a little bit here what I'm thinking of maybe playing around with. So if you stuck around to the end of the video, you'll get a sneak peek as kind of maybe where my mind is headed with this list. It is the best deck overall, so it's important to kind of be aware of what the meta does, how people are trying to counter it, so on and so forth. I think Bloodmoon is absolutely necessary in this list. My comment about Turo earlier is still pretty relevant though. I do think Switch is better than Turo right now. Turo has a lot of uses though. So I think that you really could make the argument that I gotta get a Turo into this list. I also think a Crispin could be good, or moreover an EXP share. I think an EXP share is kind of better because you can EXP share your basic energies and reserve your Luminous for the Munkidori. But Crispin could be good as well. But I think if you're playing Crispin, you should play one Dark in here in addition, because having that massive flexibility could be good. But I think if you're only playing the one, you're not really going to find it as often. This list isn't really built to be aggressive, but I do think an aggressive Dragapult list could be really good right now, because a lot of decks are playing Genesect. So if you want to play Crystal or something like that, you can Crystal, attach early before they get the Genesect down, and then do your thing from there. But this list feels so insanely strong to me that there's not a whole lot I want to change. Third counter catcher could be good. It's small stuff. It's more what your playstyle is, what kind of matchups you're trying to beat. The only matchup I've had a little bit of a challenge with is a Guardy that has a better setup than us. If a Guardy can get a better setup and go ahead and just start spiking Duskulls with Screamtail, you just lose that, because then at the end of the game they just drop Clefairy, swing with Guardy EX, and you'll lose. But that's where Bloodmoon is really, really good, so keep that in mind as well. But other than that, this deck feels just absolutely bonkers into everything else I play against. Enough of my yapping. Thank you, pointing at you right there. Thank you so much for watching. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Comment down below, what do you think of my list? Would you like, dislike, cheap change? Subscribe to the channel, become a member. I have an exclusive member video already up. There's another one coming up that's going to be uploaded very shortly, or I think it'll be uploaded before this video. Like, comment, subscribe, do all of that. Let me know what you think of the list. Check out all my sponsors. Check out hitmonchanting.com. And until next time, Hitmonchanting is out. Just wanted to take a second to thank our channel members. As of right now, my one and only channel member is Rahat M9. Thank you so much for supporting the Hitmonchanting channel. If you too would like to support the Hitmonchanting channel, you can take a look at the membership link below. Lots of different levels and exclusive perks like videos, discounts, and more.